My condolences to anyone who's ever lost me, and to anyone who got lost in me, or to anyone who ever felt they took a loss with me, my apologies for the misunderstanding or the lack thereof. I'm sorry you missed the God.
But she was not shot, because that's been a rumor that's been going around that she's been shot. It was not shot. She was stabbed. Several times.
She survived poverty. She outworked the odds. She built everything from scratch, only to bleed out on a sidewalk she walked on every day. She was a mother, a fighter, and a provider. Her name was Joeline Tessa Turton. She wasn't caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was the place. She was the time. And still, she didn't make it out alive. Why would someone want her dead? And why, after everything she built? And why has no one been held accountable? Have you ever known someone who gave everything to everyone and still wasn't protected when it mattered most? Do you know what it feels like to work your whole life for stability, only to have it snatched away in seconds? If you do, or even if you just fear you might, then stick around, because what happened to Joeline isn't just a crime, it's a lesson, and one that could save someone else's life. Welcome to Theories of True Crime Stories. Kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss our future posts on any of our latest true crime stories. Joeline Tessa Turton was the definition of self-made. Born in Belize and raised with values as strong as her ambition, she immigrated to the United States with a dream, not a Hollywood dream, but a real one, to build a life for her son and to become the kind of woman who didn't just survive, but thrived. She opened Pepper's Jamaican Belizean cuisine in South Los Angeles, a small restaurant, packed with soul, spice, and love, the kind of place where you could feel the seasoning in the air before you even walked in. But Joeline didn't stop there. She launched a beauty supply store, then later on started a trucking business also. She kept pushing, kept climbing, kept building. Sometimes she would leave herself some notes stating, "I am a boss, I am an entrepreneur." This wasn't just a mantra. It was her reality. She was a single mom to an 11-year-old boy named Endon, but she wasn't raising just one child. After tragedy struck her cousin's family, Joeline opened her doors and her heart to raise her cousin's daughter too. She made space in her home, bought her a bed, painted her room. That was Joeline, a protector, a provider, a leader, and a nurturer. But behind the ambition, there were quiet tensions building. Ones that would eventually explode in a way no one could have seen coming.
This sister here is from Belize, but she's an advocate, an activist, and was an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, hired black in her community, gave back to her community, so she will be remembered, gone, and never, ever forgotten. As the news comes out, I want to say sorry to the family. I was so busy with all these other things that are going on. I was working another homicide yesterday there in Leimert. So I doubled back on this and looked on the city news service Wire and got in touch with a friend of mine, and he actually sent me an article. Thank you, Brother B, for doing that too. And everybody's concerned that this is not getting out or have enough attention in the community, or maybe the family don't want it to come out, but this is one of our, leaders, our entrepreneur, our biggest example on getting the business and thriving in a community, her own community, from Belize to obviously South Central LA, well established Peppers. She owned it, and she was obviously killed on 87th near Budlong.
On July 17, 2025, A hot summer night in South Los Angeles. Joeline left her house. Some say she was headed to confront someone. Others say she was lured. But the truth, still blurred. At around 8:53 p.m., deputies received a 911 call. A woman was down, bleeding. The location? 1200 block of West 87th Street, just off Vermont Avenue. When police arrived, they found Joeline collapsed on the sidewalk, with multiple stab wounds and severe blood loss. She was rushed to the hospital, but didn't make it. That night, initial reports said a woman was shot, but the coroner later confirmed that Joeline was stabbed over and over. This wasn't random. This wasn't mistaken identity. This wasn't an accident. This was personal. No, this was intentional. If you're still watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to give these video a thumbs up. Now, do you believe she walked into a trap that night? Or was this something far deeper? Because what happened next only raised more questions.
But she was not shot, because that's been a rumor that's been going around that she's been shot. It was not shot. She was stabbed.
Several times.
Several times.
Any idea who may have done something like this?
Yeah, we have an idea of the person who did this. But like I said, it's an ongoing case. But I will say that you know who you are. She's still roaming around the streets. She's still going around free, calling people, talking mess. It's been getting back to us. We've been hearing different things. We know, and it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay because we believe in a higher power. There's a mighty God that see everything. He sit high and he sit low.
Yeah.
No weapon formed against our family will ever prosper. And death have no power either, because Jesus already conquered death.
Right.
So that's the same thing with Joe. She conquered it already too. Her soul is in the kingdom. She's at peace. So right now, opposition, she's not at peace with herself.
Lately, her cousin's sister spoke of how everything happened before her demise. Now here's the full clip of the video her sister recently posted online.
Blessings and abundance to you guys. I am Isabel Ricania. I am the cousin of Joeline. Me and my family, we just left from court. I'm just kind of settling down a little bit. But it was a DA reject. They're saying because at the end of the day, both parties had opportunity not to fight each other. And pretty much my cousin shouldn't have pulled over there. To clarify some things, I was not there. My baby cousin is 30 years old. I'm 36. I have a lot of family. I have a lot on my plate. I'm into a lot of different things for the community and a lot of different stuff, right? So I'm just interceding for my family because death is not a stranger to me. I've been singing at funerals from 4th grade. So glory to God, I'm able to have strength in these times for my family. Now, I'm also aware that the young lady who Joeline got into it with, her and some friends before this incident took place, went to like the restaurant and was harassing Joeline and provoking her, and it's just been an ongoing thing. And I guess my cousin felt that she had something to prove to these people, and went over there, and this is the outcome of the situation. Let it be a lesson to all of us. Let it be a lesson to all of us. No matter how hard you are, no matter who, what, we all touchable. None of us is untouchable. We all could die. You know what I'm saying? None of us know our final second, minute, and hour. It's tragic for both families. Unfortunately, it's my family who lost someone. You feel me? And I wish she didn't feel she had to prove nothing to these people.
Jolene's family was shattered. They couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. They couldn't even cry because there was no one to blame. A few days after her death, her sister stood in front of Pepper's, now closed, holding up a photo. "This is the man she said killed her," she told reporters. She wasn't guessing. She wasn't speculating. She was certain. But even with that, no arrest, no charges. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department opened a homicide investigation. The community waited and waited. The district attorney reportedly declined to press charges. No explanation, no resolution, just silence. Joeline built everything to be seen, to be heard, to be respected. And even in death, she was being ignored. Did you notice the contradiction? What was reported versus what actually happened? Well, you can rewind if you missed it, because in this story, the truth isn't just hidden, It's been buried. On July 27th, family and friends gathered at Manhattan Beach. They lit lanterns, said prayers, shared stories. Back at the restaurant, people left flowers, notes, tears. A GoFundMe was started for her son. Joeline wasn't just another victim. She was the reason others survived, the reason some believed in themselves, and the reason her son had a future. She fed people, not just with food, but with hope. Even now, Belizean and LA communities say her name with pride, not because of how she died, but because of how she lived. Do you believe Joeline deserves justice? If you do, then drop a comment with her name. Say it out loud. Write it in the feed. The more people know, the harder it becomes to forget. She built an empire. She raised children. She created jobs. And in one night, it was all taken. There's no trial, no mugshot, no arrest. If her story has resonated with you so deeply, kindly take a moment to share this video, like it, and subscribe to our channel to keep these stories alive. Until next time, you all should stay safe out there. Thanks for watching and see you on our next story.